Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm an occupational therapy student, and today I'm going to have you fill out the Pediatric Evaluation of Disability Inventory. So you're just going to go through this, and there's 3 different sections. The first section is on self-care, the second is on mobility, and the third is on social functioning. So you're just going to go through, and if Ava is capable, you'll write an X for capable, and if she's not capable of doing that task or skill, you'll put an X under the 0. So I'm just going to have you go through this section, and all the way till you get to the end. Okay? So So now that you have filled this out, I'm just going to go over a few things with Ava, if that's okay with you. I'm probably just going to observe her, play with her a little bit, see what type of feature that everything matches up. Okay, thank you. Hey Ava. Okay. What is this? What is it? Milk. Good girl. What is this? Fish. And this? Ball. Where's the bathroom? Can you point to the bathroom? Good girl. Where is the... Do you see a chair?
Yeah.
Where? Where?
Okay.
What are you sitting in? Chair. Good girl. Where are your pants at? Where's your shirt? Where's your shirt? Right there. Where's your hair? Good girl. Can you point to your nose? Can I see you point to your chin? Good girl. Where are your eyebrows? What about your eyes? Where are your eyes at? What about your ears? Right here. Okay, let's start with these. Okay. Can you find the cookie? Good girl. Okay, what about the car? Good. What about a block? Do you see a block? Good. And what about the little boy? Good job. Okay. Take these. Okay. Can you please show me where the paper is? Right here? Can you pick it up for me? Ava, can you pick up the paper for me? Okay, here, I'll hold this. Pick up the paper. Oh, there she goes. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye. Wave goodbye. Bye. Bye. Oops. Try again. Do you want help? Okay. Pediatric Evaluation of Disability Inventory is a paper-based assessment administered via parent or caregiver report, structured interview, observation, or professional judgment of a therapist or a teacher, or by a combination of methods. The purpose of the PEDI is to assess functional skills, level of independence, and the extent of modifications required to perform functional activities in young children. The age range for the PEDI assessment is from 6 months to 7.5 years old, and typically it takes around 45 to 60 minutes to complete the PEDI assessment. The PEDI measures functional status in the domains of self-care, mobility, and social functioning across 3 measurement scales. The first measurement scale is Part 1, which addresses functional skills, including 197 functional skills questions. Each item is rated 0 to 1, 0 being not capable, 1 being capable. Part 2 is the caregiver assistance, which includes 20 items of complex functional activities. Each item is rated 0 to 5 for assistance level. And Part 3 is the modification section, which includes 20 items of complex functional activities rated N for no modifications, C for a child modification, and R for rehab equipment, and E for extensive modifications. Scores are distributed from 0 to 100, with higher scores representing greater functionality. In order to score the Pediatric Evaluation of Disability Inventory, the first thing that we want to do is open up the booklet, and you're going to come over here to the first domain, which is the self-care domain. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down all the tallies and you're going to add up how many are capable, and then you'll put the total right here at the bottom. And then you're going to go through and do the same thing for the next two domains. So once you've gone through part 1 and you've tallied up how many times they're capable, and you put your number here in this box, in the mobility domain sum box, and the social functioning domain sum box, you're going to flip the page over and you're going to start on part 2 and part 3. In order to fill out this section, you're going to go through and you're going to count the numbers. So 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3 equals 15, a total of 15. So you're going to do the same thing for this section and this section as well. So as you guys can see, I got a total of 15, 26, and 6 for these numbers. So then when you come over to the modification scale, you're going to do the same thing. So for this column, mom circled 3 ends. So I'm going to tally up 3 there, and I'm going to do the same thing for the child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And then for the rehab and extensive column, they got 0. So I'm going to put 2 zeros there. So you're going to go through and you're going to do the same thing that we did in this section for this section and this section as well. So once you have those numbers, you're going to come over here and you're going to look at the raw score. And as you can see, I have 32, 46, and 29 for my raw scores when I look at self-care, mobility, and social functioning. So how I got those numbers, they came from right here. So 32, 46, and 29. So basically you just translate those numbers back over. So then when we look at the caregiver assistance raw score, we have 15, 26, and 6. So we got those scores by looking at the caregiver assistance modification table. So 15, 26, and 6. So basically you just translate that right back over, 15, 26, and 6. And that's how you figure out what the raw score is. So in order to get the normative standard score, you're going to want to refer to the manual. And to get the normative standard score, you're going to want to look at Appendix 4 starting on page 273. And what's really important is that you look at the age and make sure that you're in the right age range, because otherwise if you choose the wrong age, it's going to skew your data. So starting on page 273, you'll be able to see the normative standard score based off of the raw score. So you're going to want to look at the raw score and then slide your finger over and you'll see 42.8. That's the normative standard score. And also on this page, you'll also find the standard error. So you're going to want to go through, find 32, and then slide across and you'll find the normative standard score and also the standard error. Now, in order to figure out the scaled score, you're going to want to refer to Appendix 6 on page 291, and you're going to want to do the same thing. Make sure you're in the right age group, and also you're still going to look at the raw score, slide your finger over, you'll find the scaled score and also the standard error. So then you'll go through each raw score, and you'll fill out this whole table. In order to fill out the modification frequencies, which is right here, you're going to want to open the booklet back up and look at these 3 boxes. As you can see, 3500 refers right back here, 3500. And if you take a look at the mobility, you'll see the mobility domain right here, 4300, 4300. So those just translate right over. You'll do the same thing for social functioning, and that's how you fill out the modification frequencies. For the score profile, this is the normative standard score, just basically graphed. So you're just going to want to refer right back up to here, 42.8, put it right back down here, 42.8. Same thing all the way down. So mobility, 40.3. Here you can see I put 40.3. So you're just going to do the same thing all the way down. And then if you look over at scaled scores, it's the same thing. So this refers back to these numbers. So 50.3. It's just basically to give you a visual.